Hi, it's Lindsay from Buy, Sell, Love Durham. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of my Tuesday morning market update. It's my opportunity every week to share with Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington just what's happening with our real estate market. Now, I'm here at Purple Woods Conservation Area, so right at the top end of Oshawa, between Oshawa and Port Perry. And I was here a year ago, almost exactly to the day a year ago, shooting the video, and it was totally different a year ago than it was today. We're at the 1st of June. And really a year ago, we were just starting to go back to work. Our office was closed from mid-March till about the 1st of June. And literally everything just came to a standstill. We all remember that. And the only thing that's probably the same is the amount of mosquitoes that are out here. Because if I remember correctly, there was a ton of mosquitoes last year. So if I jump back to a year ago and I compare it to where we are today, it is so dramatically different. So let's go back to the same week a year ago. So if we jump back a year ago to exactly the same week that we had, so the end of the first week in June, if I compare that week to the week that we just had, it's very interesting. So effectively, we had 2 fewer homes come to market in the last week. We had 102 more properties sell conditionally, and we had 58 fewer homes sell last year. So what happens is, and right now we're seeing it is, we've had an inventory issue for the last 12 months. We've actually had an inventory issue for the last couple of years. But if you compare where we were last year to where we are right now, when you have high demand and you have low inventory, the prices spike. So in Oshawa, the average detached home has jumped $256,000 in the last 12 months. So a year ago to today, it's jumped $256,000 per house. Clarington has jumped unbelievably over $300,000. The average detached home in Clarington has jumped $309,000. The average home in Whitby has jumped $282,000. So when you go back to the beginning of June of this year and compare it to the beginning of June of last year, we have 118 fewer homes for sale than we did last year. So this is what's happened. Back last year, we started to see that inventory build because really the floodgates opened and real estate started going crazy about the 1st of June, but we hadn't had the sales happen yet. And then those sales just took off like a rocket. So again, in the last 7 days in Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington, we've had 266 homes come to market, and that's down 3 from the week before. We had 41 homes sold conditionally. That's just down a few from the week before. We had 211 homes sell firm. So really, if I look at it, what's happened is this week over last week, nothing's changed. Effectively, we're flat. However, if I go last week over the year ago, it is a completely different market. Unless we see more inventory, we're going to see those prices skyrocketing. Now, we just actually had all the numbers come out for the end of the year, and Durham region crossed a boundary that is not shocking to me, but I know a lot of people reacted with shock. That's the average detached home in Durham region just clipped $1 million. Now, when I get my crystal ball out, could I see that being 1.5 million in the next 5 years? Absolutely. I think what's happened is the GTA has found out that the hidden secret, the jewel of the GTA is Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington, and we're starting to see those prices come up because there's so many out-of-town buyers coming, investing in our area, and I don't think that's going to stop. So get your seatbelts on, guys. I think you're going to see the average detached home prices just skyrocket again. Again, I'll come back in 5 years, but it wouldn't surprise me to see the average being over 1.5 million for Durham region. Have a great week, Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington. If you got any questions, I can be reached at 905 area code 743-5555, or you can catch me at the email address at the bottom of the screen. Have a great week, Oshawa, Whitby, and Clarington.